guys, so we have multiple breaking news coming out. We're gonna start with this one first. Russia warns Trump that he would trigger the end of the world if he captures Greenland. Are you serious? So basically, Russia is putting out nuclear warning. That's what it is. They would go nuke if Donald captures Greenland. And here's the thing, guys. No one knows the day or hour when it comes to Jesus Christ's return. No one knows the day or hour when the world is going to end. All right. One thing I tell you, only God knows. All right. So what Russia's trying to say here is that this could spark World War III, and we're going to use nuclear. That's what the bear is saying. We're going to use nuclear on you guys if you capture Greenland. All right. So we're going to get to all this news here. We do have some more information coming out. Top Persian general threatened to cut off Donald handover potential military strikes. All right, so a lot of people are saying that Donald he kind of backed out. Even I said it too, but there's information that he might strike Persia. He's just waiting for all the weapons, the ships, and everything to come to the Mid East. So that's gonna take some time. Breaking news. ICE agent ordered not to retaliate against protester or stop drivers in the streets during chaotic Minnesota operation. For those of you that missed my video, Department of Justice is going to investigate and go after the mayor of Minneapolis, Jacob Frey, and Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. And you guys already know the message they've been putting out there, going against ICE. It's just, being too defiant. Here's another news. Zelensky says Donald peace agreement could be signed at Davos next week if terms agreed. We have a lot more information, but before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. That's a crazy AI picture right there. Man, I'm going to use this one for my thumbnail. But man. Wow. Okay, so, everybody been talking about that Barack is the last commander and the Antichrist of the end times. But there's a possibility Donald could be the last commander-in-chief if he captured Greenland. And he captured, again, Donald is just going to any territory. He's not afraid to push buttons. All right, let's see what's going on here. So the bear official has warned of the end of the world if Donald manages to secure Greenland for the U.S. It comes as tensions are continuing to rise between Washington and Copenhagen over the future of the island. Now, Donald has been reiterating that the need for the U.S. to own Greenland, a semi-autonomous region within Denmark, for national security reasons. Now, for those of you, again, that don't know where Greenland is located, it's basically in the Atlantic Ocean. You got the U.S. here, you got Greenland here, and then you got Russia right here and the European right there. All right, so Greenland is a very important key player when it comes to the game of chess of war. So if Donald captured Greenland, he could place nuclear silos on Greenland and point it towards Russia. That's a close distance of nuclear strike. That's why Russia is, responding, saying, you're not going to get that. You're not going to touch Greenland. All right, so it says here, Donald has been reiterating the need for the U.S. to own Greenland, a semi-autonomous region within Denmark for national security reasons, despite some 85% of Greenlanders showing their opposition to being taken over by America. The White House has said it would look to get the island one way or the other. Basically, Donald's saying, look, if you guys not going to give it to us, we're going to take it from you, period. we're going to take it. We're going to take it. We're not going to be risking our country just because you guys, NATO, European, or Denmark, just because you guys don't want us to take it. Regardless, we will take it by force. This is a national security. It's basically, that's what Donald's trying to say. This is a urgent crisis. If we don't get it, Russia's going to get it. And you definitely, Denmark, you will not outbeat Russia. It says here, defending his demands, Donald has said that if he does not take over Greenland, there you go, Russia or the Red Dragon will. Now, one top of the bear official within the Gov has said that Donald's move should be stopped to avoid an all-out third World War. There you go, World War III. I do believe that things are going to hit the fan. Why? Because the Bible says so. The Bible says it's going to happen. Scriptures tells us that there will be many wars to come. There ain't going to be no peace. Many men will speak of peace, but destruction shall follow. It says here, as reported by the Unilad, Dmitry, who previously served as a Kremlin deputy prime minister, said that the U.S. is looking to expand its border. Now, he added that with talk of a Golden Dome missiles defense system, having Greenland will pose a threat to the bear security. Now, he explained that Donald's move is to incorporate Greenland into the Golden Dome system, in which space, AI, and layered architecture merge into a single system. He added orbital sensor, ground interceptors, decision-making algorithms. All this requires advantages, geography, Greenland, with its Arctic position, proximity to Russia, and convenience for Northern ICBM trajectory. There you go. Nuclear. Fits perfectly into the architecture. So once again, this is a very important news here. Russia warns Donald that he will trigger the end of the world if he captures Greenland. And guys, Greenland, you have France, Denmark, you have Germany, and you have soldiers. I mean, you got, aircraft. I believe they have aircraft out there. And so things are looking pretty tough. Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. Here's another one. Top Persian general threatened to cut off Donald hand over potential military strike. Nation against nation. It says here, one of the bear's most senior officials issued a direct threat against the Donald Thursday, while warning that the sleeping giant military action would provoke retaliation against American forces across the Mid-East, according to Persian media reports. The remarks came as well-placed sources confirmed to Fox Digital at least one American aircraft carrier was being repositioned towards the Mid-East, amid rising tension with Tehran. Now, the one warship that's heading over there is the USS Abraham Lincoln. All right, so that's the one that's heading there. Senior Revolutionary Guard Corps general, a member of the Persian Expediency Discernment Council, reportedly made his threat during a public address. Donald has said his hand is on the trigger. We will cut off his hand and his... Those are fighting words. I can't say that, guys. Donald, you told us, man, that we are loved and respected by many nations. You got the bear talking about a third world war and end of the world. If you take Greenland, you got this dude talking about cutting your fingers. That's not a country respecting us, man. They're really, really serious about this. Donald talks about peace, but the world saying something else. We go after your finger, man. Putin is like, man, you're going to end the world soon. The outlet also said that Razin maintained that Persia would abandon any notion of a cease plan if struck. If we move forward, there will be no talk of a cease plan anymore, he said. You do not pay attention to the restraint and strategic patience we have shown. Stop right now. Step back, otherwise none of your bases in the region will be safe. Man. The warning surfaced as at least one sleeping giant aircraft carrier could be moving towards the Mideast, according to sources. Officials have not disclosed whether it is USS Abraham Lincoln currently operating in the South China Sea, or one of the two carriers that departed Norfolk and San Diego earlier this week. Military sources said transit to the region could take at least a week. That's the reason why Donald didn't do nothing. He just agreeing with Persia. Yeah, and Persia didn't execute the 800, so I'm not gonna push the button. But I do believe he's gonna push the button once all these ships are stationed out there in the Persian Gulf. But anyway, this is all of it for this one here, guys. So Donald's being warned against Donald. Man. Let's see what's going on with Zelensky now. So we have this one here. This dude, his country, been seeing a lot of ballistic missiles for the past couple of days. Documents for a deal between Ukraine and the U.S. on the biblical war in Ukraine could be signed at Davos next week if terms are agreed, Zelensky has said. A Ukrainian delegation is traveling to the U.S. for negotiation on security guarantees and a prosperity package in the event of a cease plan. Speaking to reporters in Kiev, the Ukrainian president expressed hope that the documents could be signed on the sidelines of a World Economic Forum in Davos next week, where global leaders will gather for talks. You guys already know those are like the New World system. The world leaders coming together and they discuss like the new order. If you guys know what I'm saying, the new world, you know what. So these are very powerful people that's coming together in Davos, all right? And you had Canada president, if I'm not, no, prime minister, I don't know when it was. I think it was a few days ago or last week. Canada and the Red Dragon are coming together. And the prime minister said there will be a new world. You know what? So you got these world leaders and they're discussing stuff as we get closer and closer to 2030. All right. So it says here, a Ukrainian delegation is traveling to the U.S. for negotiations on security guarantees and a prosperity package in the event of a cease plan. Now, speaking to reporters in Kiev, the Ukrainian president expressed hope that the documents could be signed on the sidelines of World Economic Forum in Davos next week, where the most powerful ones will gather for talks. The most powerful ones. Documents for a deal between Ukraine and the U.S. on the biblical war in Ukraine could be signed at Davos next week if terms are agreed, Zelensky said. A Ukrainian delegation is traveling to the U.S. for negotiation on security guarantees and a prosperity package. Hold on, did they? Yeah, this was added twice, right? Yeah, it was added twice. I'm sorry, guys. I read this twice. So you got this. You see that? And it's the same thing down here. So they added twice. All right. I totally apologize. I can't believe I just read that twice, man. But it is 1:43 a.m. Eastern time. I just got home from my second job. Okay, so we have some more breaking news here. We're going to skip that ICE stuff. I'm going to skip that one. But I want to go with this one here. Persia regime may have used chemical... What? Chemical? Oh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Wow. You gotta be serious, man. Did they use it? Um, a member of the UK Labour Foreign Policy Group says he received a credible report just before going on air claiming a toxic, was used against the movement, with some passing days later from delayed effects. Prison reportedly overcrowded with detainee, courts filled with families. Man, no lawyers allowed, not verified yet. But if true, this crosses a line that historically triggers international intervention. Persia may have used chemical on those group out there, the movement. Man, that again, that's if it's true, it's wrong. It's wrong. All right, guys, I'm gonna bring this up one more time. The Pacific region. We're talking about. You got the Americas. You got Mexico, Central America, even South America. There's a NOTAM airspace situation that was announced by the U.S. They issued a air alert to NOTAM for Mexico, Colombia, Panama, and Ecuador due to U.S. military operation in the region. And according to the NOTAM, there is a danger to aircraft transiting certain areas of these countries as a consequence of this military activity. A similar air alert was issued for Venezuela shortly before the country was, in its leader capture. Something strange is happening here, guys. It just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense at all. You got that thing going down way down there to Ecuador, close to Peru. So way down here. So they shut all this down, all the way down to Ecuador, and Peru's right here. So something big is about to hit the fan pretty soon. It's only a matter of time. Okay, so we're gonna go with the Minneapolis mayor. This dude, he gotta go. He gotta go. 10 watts. I mean, they just Ren and Stimpy. Put it like that. Frey responds to investigation. This is an obvious attempt to intimidate me. No, dude. Is that you put out the most disturbing, the most embarrassing statement in mayor history. Dude, you're supposed to take care of your people. Tell your people to go home and go to work. Instead, you tell them to go out there and do all this type of stuff. He claims Minneapolis stand rock solid and won't succumb to this fear. That's a nice prepared statement. Meanwhile, his city just had 3 days of agent ambush with shovels, federal vehicle looted, agent ID stolen, road ice, and a state... Give me a second here, guys. And a state rep broadcasting ICE location. Maybe waits for the investigation before declaring yourself the victim. Give me a second here, guys. My cat is just running wild. Oh. You got something. What do you got, buddy? He got something. He got something. He got something. I don't know what it is, but these cats, they find anything. All right, so give me a second here. Let me go back on X really quick. What in the world? Look at this. What is this? End time apocalypse? What is that? Like one of those masks when it comes to radiation or something? Minneapolis protester turned sheriff into personal therapist in close-up rant. A protester gets nose to nose with the sheriff. See, that's the problem. You guys are just looking for problems. You're looking for trouble. I mean, don't you people work? Unbelievable. I mean, they need to start putting these people in a can. Put them in a can. Once again, guys, this news is breaking out right now, and I posted this video like 6 hours ago, 6 or 7 hours ago. The U.S. Federal Aviation Administration has issued no time for airspace over points in the Pacific Ocean, including Colombia, Ecuador, Panama, and Mexico, due to military activity and potential interference with the navigation system. It seems like this is going to be all of it for tonight, guys. Give me a second here. Mookie, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is strange. I mean, I feel like a lot of these people might be paid or something. Yeah, I just feel like a lot of these people just paid. I mean, you're not going to see me out there. You know how cold it is right now in Minneapolis, Minnesota? It's really cold. Right, Mookie? So you can always tell when who think they're winning because they start dancing in formation. All right. We're going to skip that. All right. So yeah, we're just going to end it here, guys. It seems like there's not much going on, but yeah, it seems like this is all of it. Hold on, give me a second here. Yeah, I'm not saying anything else. It seems like the night is pretty slow, which is a good thing. There's been a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, I want to thank every single one of you for tuning in. Thank you so much, guys, for watching the video. And again, do me a favor, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. And again, thank you so much again for your support. Please pray for the U.S. Pray for the soldiers out there in the Mideast. Pray for peace. Pray for the commander-in-chief. Pray for me. I'll pray for you. We all need to stay in prayer. It's going to be tough times for everyone in these last days. Anyway, guys, have a good night. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Till next time later. Peace.